Church, it is great to be with you again. Thank you for joining us. Well, the title of today's message is Prison, Shipwreck and Snakes. Prison, Shipwreck and Snakes. You'll remember that in the past few days we've been looking at how the Apostle Paul knew that he had to go to Rome. In Acts chapter 19 verse 21, Paul said, "I must visit Rome also." However, there were one or two obstacles or problems along the way, because in Jerusalem Paul ended up in prison. Think about that. He knew he had to go to Rome, but he was in prison, and that's where the Lord came to him and reminded him that he would go to Rome, where he would testify about the Lord. And then on his way to Rome, well, there was another problem, because he was in a huge shipwreck. It was so bad that none of the people on board were even eating, and they'd given up hope of even being saved. Now, when he eventually got to land, there was another problem, because he didn't get to Italy or Rome. He got to the island of Malta. Now, something significant happened in the island of Malta, and that is that a snake or a viper came and wrapped itself round Paul's hand. However, Paul shook it off and suffered no ill effects. I just want you to see that. God gave Paul a promise that he would go to Rome. He knew he had to go to Rome. However, before that, he was in prison. Second of all, he was in a shipwreck. Third of all, he got to the wrong destination. He was in Malta, and then a viper or a snake wrapped itself round his hand. Church, we need to know something, and that is that when God gives us a promise, and when God looks at our plan for our life, there will always be obstacles. There will always be things that will come against us. But I encourage you to remember the promises that God has spoken to you, to remember the prophetic words that God has spoken to you, and to keep your eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, to obey the word of the Lord, and he will fulfill his word for us, and he will take us to our destiny in the same way that he took Paul to Rome, just as he said he would, in spite of the difficulties. And may the Lord bless you, church. Have a great day. God will take you to your Rome if you stay close to him and obey him. Bye.